is Joe and Tom from Drunkards of the Sun.
Another fucking fun, drunk episode coming to you courtesy of Drunkards of the Sun. Anything your life's work could have been ahead of you. Tom and Joe from Drunkards of the Sun.
Join us every week on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify.
Yeah. Podcast that's about anything and everything under the sun.
Check it out.
Joe's drunk.
Yeah, we both are fucking drunk.
Stop it.
That's cool. Yeah, whatever material we can do is fine.
All right, cool. So, I always do these training things at work. I probably shouldn't talk about this one, but I'm going to because it doesn't hurt anybody. And again, the guy I'm going to talk about, I like him, so whatever. So fuck you. Anyways.
So training things, are they online? Like
No, it's in a conference room.
Oh, okay.
And this guy, he does slideshows. What we was doing this time was like fire protection.
Okay.
And like tornado shelters and all
Okay.
this shit. So at some point, I don't even remember how this happened because I was halfway falling asleep. But at the end of his slideshow, he talked about how, because he's Irish,
Yeah.
and he went to a place in Ireland where his family built this like castle.
Oh, wow.
This big fucking castle,
Wow,
right?
so it's royalty.
Right. So he gets there, and the guy who built it was a guy who came from Scotland.
Okay.
He left Scotland during like fucking
Sometime.
during like the fucking when the king was ruling Scotland and shit. So he left. He came to Ireland. Blah blah blah. So his name was Sorley Boy something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But that was his name, Sorley Boy. Like what the fuck kind of name is that? Right. So I'm like all right, whatever. But I'm intrigued. I'm like, ooh, you're talking about Scotland and Ireland? Let's listen.
Yeah, that's
right?
cool.
So he talks about how he went there on vacation to visit this place.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, he tells the lady, "Hey, I'm an ancestor of this guy.
Yeah.
This is his home.
Yeah.
I mean, to me it looked like a castle, but he was calling it a home. I was like, this is his home. Do I get a discount because I'm related to him?" And the lady looks,
valid question.
it's a valid question. Yeah, I think it's valid. So the lady looks at him and she goes, well, half of Ireland is related to this guy, right? So he's like, what? And apparently someone from behind him with a thick Scottish accent he heard goes, you're related to Sorry Boy. Your people fucking got kicked out of Scotland because they were cattle rustlers, you fucker. And like was...
Oh, shit.
And like, he said this guy was going off.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there going... And I'm sitting there going, Jesus Christ, this Sorley Boy, he predates, like, he's fucking centuries ago. And this motherfucker has a fucking grudge?
Yeah, he's still got beef with his Surly Boy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there like, this is older than Hatfield McCoy shit. And this sounds like that. I'm sitting there wondering, like, how fucking hateful are people to hold grudges like that?
Exactly.
Ain't that crazy?
That is wild. But, I mean, it happens. But it seems like that's what the whole problem is over there in Ireland, England, Scotland, all that shit. They still have grudges from, like, millions of years ago.
I mean, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's like, let it go. Let it go.
I mean, it's been, what, 200-300 years now?
Probably longer than that. Probably longer than that. These Scottish and Irish are still fucking fighting over this shit.
Oh,
You fuckers. You bastards.
cattle rustlers.
Yeah, he said the guy called him a wee something. I can't remember.
I think that's what's wrong. I think that's what's wrong with Europe. They're so old. They have all these old grudges.
Yeah.
That have just lasted through millennia.
It boggles my fucking mind, dude. It boggles my fucking mind.
It is.
Because, like, I don't get it. It's like, how can you hold a grudge out? I mean, imagine. His grandma, his great grandma, he gets up, hey grandma, how you doing today? It's a great day. It would be great if that fucking Sorley Boy eating grasso cattle. A bastard.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe instead of racism in Europe,
It's all about
grudges from the past. They don't have racism, but their problem is
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they can't get along.
He fought with William Wallace. Fuck you.
That was 14 whatever.
Yeah. I don't even know what year it was. I know it was before Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't either.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, I think that won't be... That's the problem. That's the problem with Europe. It's so old. They said, fuck racism.
Yeah.
What about Surly Boy?
It's Sorley Boy. It's fucking cattle rustle.
Oh,
Like, it just blew my mind, dude.
That is crazy.
And to me, it was a funny ass fucking story. And I could not, because like I said, I hope I don't get fired, but I just think it was the funniest fucking, because it struck me so funny.
It is wild.
I'm like, you go to a whole other country and someone picks a fight with you? Like, the fuck?
Over your ancestor that died.
Yeah, that you've never met.
Yeah.
You've never met. And they're like, it's, because I can only imagine, like, I go to fucking Australia, like, hey, can I go in there? I had a fucking relative in there. Oi! Yo, Mayfield! That fucking prick! You know what he did to me, mate? He fucking stole 7 rattlesnake covers from my fucking gator farm.
Wasn't me, bro.
Wasn't me, bro?
Do I still get a discount?
Yeah, no discounts. My luck, they'd be like, yeah, you get a discount right in this room right here. I walk in there and fall into a pit of fucking snakes.
Or jail.
Or jail.
But that's another thing they have in other countries, though. Fucked up jail. You can do the slightest shit and get thrown in jail.
Oh, that'd be fucked up.
That would be fucked up, too.
That's what
I didn't get thrown in jail.
I know, right? My luck, I would be thrown in jail. They were like, get this fucking prick.
Let me look at his background.
Yeah, I know, right? That fucking sucks.
100 years ago, your ancestors did that. You're fucked. But Elise has shit like that in Ireland too.
Really?
Like, yeah, they're going back here in a couple years to visit Ireland because their families are from Ireland and shit, and they got similar stuff. Like in Scotland, I guess by one of the locks, her dad's family's from. That sort of got like there's a castle involved and shit too. I don't think they get a discount. But
That's funny shit. That's so funny. But you know what also kills me is that how do people figure this out? Because I tried looking up my genealogy and I can't find nothing on any of my fucking ancestors. I can't find nothing on my grandparents, let alone fucking my great grandparents.
you got to get an Ancestry.com free 2-week membership, and you'll find out so much.
Really?
You'll find out a lot. If you know some names and shit, you can dig up a lot of shit. And if you want to spend the money, like you can find a lot of stuff. Elise has tracked her family all the way back to the Mayflower and shit.
What?
Yeah.
She was on the Mayflower?
Some of her family was on the fucking
They were
Mayflower.
pilgrims?
Yes.
Oh,
They
shit.
went back that far. Now, I haven't went back that far. I've only went back to the 1800s.
See, what I'm hoping for is that I find out that my family is all Native Americans on this side, and then the other side, they were fucking African warlords. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be cool. But that's
That'd be the shit. I've come to find out I'm fucking half black, half Japanese, and half fucking Native American. That'll be the shit.
Speaking of, I bought an Ancestry DNA test for my ex, and she's got African American.
Oh, that's tight.
She had two things in Africa spiked up.
Really?
But they knew that there was some African American in the family because one of the grandparents or something was black. But it was cool to see the confirmation.
Huh.
It'd be interesting. I wasn't lucky enough to have anything cool. All my ancestors are white. So
Sounds all right.
Yeah. But it's interesting. You should do it.
Oh, I'd like
you
to.
can do the DNA test on Ancestry. They're like $60 if you get it at Walmart. It takes about 6 weeks or some shit. But it'll even connect you with different people out there if you find different families. Not that you want to know extended family per se, but
Not really. Not really. I just want to know where we came from.
exactly.
That's what I
And
want.
that will show you. It'll show you where you came. If you do the DNA test, it'll light it all up.
Really?
Because it just shows a map. And I'll put it up here. I'll send you a picture. It shows a map like here's where all your DNA comes from, and it'll even show you like like when they came over. It'll show like this is where these people settled.
Really?
In the United States.
Oh, that'd be cool as shit.
It's cool. It's really cool because all mine are like.
What's going to happen with mine is come to find out they were slaughtered by natives. But they're like, well, how did I survive? Because some of them went with them. They didn't want to be white no more. I get that. I get that.
The whole lost colony of Roanoke is Tom's ancestors that got
Probably.
absorbed by Native
Got
Americans.
absorbed. Nobody knows where the fuck they're at.
I mean, you never know. That shit happens. It
Oh,
happens.
yeah.
It happens. But most of mine's, I'm like 50% like from England. I've got a little bit of Scotland, 20-some% German.
Oh, yeah, you're white as fuck.
I got like Irish, a little bit of Irish, a little bit of Norwegian.
No, yeah, you're white as fuck.
Yeah.
Norwegian. When you said Norwegian, you can't get no whiter than that, I don't think. I don't think you can.
It's all in that area. It's all right there. And a bunch
Scandinavian shit.
My mom has a little bit of Italian, but I didn't get any of that. But I got all like the white people.
How can you not get that if your mom is?
It's weird. It happens. It just depends. Like there can be.
Doesn't make no sense.
It's true.
I mean, it's your mom. You're part of your mom.
Exactly.
So you should have part of her shit.
I do. But that's where I get. I think I get most of my English from my mom. But I didn't get the Italian.
You get the Italian. You
No,
skip past that one.
Yeah, but it was a little bit on her. So I think it just depends.
So it might not even be real.
Yeah, but you might have like say. When it comes to that, you might have Native American in your family.
I mean, supposedly we do. Supposedly.
A lot of white people say that.
My mom would swear up and down.
But I'm saying, like, it's possible. But if you take that DNA test, there is also a possibility that it won't show up on you. So that's the thing.
I don't want to take DNA test, man.
You don't want to
tamper it.
You don't want to ruin the illusion.
Yes, that I was a native.
I swear to God, I'm a native.
I'm a Cherokee, goddammit.
Will you take a DNA test?
Yes. No. Where? No.
No one.
Fuck that. You are not the father. Told you, bitches.
But it's true. It happens. And I'm proof. I mean, she's got some Italian stuff, and I don't. It doesn't show up. And our shit's a little bit different, but most of it, that's the only thing we don't match on.
Huh.
So...
That's wild.
It is crazy.
That's wild.
But it happens. But man, it's cool. It's very interesting to look into your history.
How much does it cost?
I told you, if you get it at Walmart, it's like $60. If you buy it,
but that's for the DNA. But
the DNA.
But what's not the DNA?
To do just Ancestry.com,
Yeah.
It's like $20
$20 a month.
Yes, it's a subscription.
Why though?
I know it pisses me off, but you can get like a free 2 weeks and fuck around
and not find shit.
No, I found a lot of shit. I've made a huge tree. If you know names, you can do a lot.
Really?
If you can find out some names, and
I have a few names written down.
If you've got names, and then even on Ancestry, people upload like different stories and shit. That's what I found out about my great grandpa that's fucking shit up in the Napoleon.
That's
War.
how you found that out?
Yeah, that's how I found that out through Ancestry.com.
No shit.
Somebody uploaded the story and shit. And it was pictures and everything. Like, you can get their obituaries sometimes. They'll tell you about what they did and shit.
No shit.
Like, Elise knows a lot of shit about the people from the Mayflower. Like, they were a bunch of hooligans stealing boats and shit. It sounded
what?
Like. Yeah. it's crazy. I need to get her on here to tell the story.
Not only did they steal the country, they stole the boats.
Yeah. There are some hooligans in that family, but I don't know the stories. I can't tell them. I've heard them, but it's, you find out a lot of interesting shit. It's very interesting. I recommend it to anybody, even if you're not interested. As soon as you check it out, you're gonna be like, oh shit, because you can find out a lot of cool stuff about your ancestors.
It'd be so cool if I was related to somebody like cool, like I don't know.
She might be related to one of the kings of England. They went back that far.
Yeah, they're not cool.
I'm just saying.
They're assholes.
I can't say.
She can just go around saying, I'm royalty, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm royal. Ain't that how that song goes?
I don't.
Royal.
Oh yeah, the Lord song.
Whatever,
yeah, I know what you're talking.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Royal. I'll be wearing purple all the time. I'm royal, motherfuckers.
I mean, that happens. I was supposed to be related to a president.
It didn't happen?
I don't think I'm not directly. Now, I've tracked it down to a guy with the last name in the same county. I think I was related to one of the president's, like, brothers, not the president. I think that's what happened.
Were you still related to Jesse James at least?
No, I haven't found that yet. So I think that's fake. I think it's fake.
Who told you that though?
I don't remember, but I heard it in the family. I was told. I think it might have been my dad. Might have came from my dad's side, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. So I'm gonna say that that's a lie. And the president thing, they shared the last name. They're probably related in some fashion.
What president?
Van Buren.
You're a Van Buren boy?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Van Buren. That president.
You're a Van Buren boy. Anybody who doesn't watch Seinfeld, do your research.
Yeah. But yeah, that I'm related to that president, supposedly. Now, I don't think I'm directly related to him, but I feel like I'm related in the family somehow, just not directly from that president. So, I mean, whatever. I'll take what I can get. I'll take my grandfather over that anyways. Because
Yeah, that dude sounds like a badass. If you don't know his grandfather history, go to Historical Figures.
Yeah.
A past show we did.
Yeah.
What was it, like fucking 38, 40?
It's
some
been a
shit like
while
that.
ago.
It's been a minute. It's over 100 episodes ago. But
Favorite Historical Figures. That's the name of it.
it's on there. It'll be posted up here. Fucking check that shit out. This dude was a badass. He was fought with Napoleon.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he got in battle, and he had to cut a dude down with a sword.
Exactly.
A fucking sword. Who does that? A badass. That's
Exactly.
who. You have 3 people who do that. Philip B. Miller Valentine, a ninja, and Conan the Barbarian.
Maybe Zorro.
In Zorro. 4 people cutting people down with swords. It's
I'm related
badass.
to one of them.
And then he was a smartass on top of that, because they're like, what happened to him? And he's like, I cut him down like a weed.
Exactly.
Fuck that guy. That's what he was like. He's like, fuck that guy. Cut him down like a
We'll
bitch.
put his picture back up because he looks like a hard ass.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a guy like you just don't want to fuck with.
Yeah.
He's like, "Arr!"
He'll fuck you up.
Fuck you up. I mean, he's out there in war with Napoleon.
Yeah.
He won. Wasn't that like a losing war or some
Yes,
shit?
they lost. And
Yeah.
he told stories about that shit from what I hear. He told stories about when they retreated and how cold and shit it was and going over the river and how many people died and stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's Joe's ancestry.
Exactly. So that's the shit you find out when you dig into your past. Or your ancestry.
I'm just hoping nobody that I spawn later down the road digs into our family history. Because they're like, look at this fucking guy.
He was on
He's
YouTube.
on YouTube. Thought he was something.
Here's a whole catalog of this bullshit.
Bullshit. He's loud, isn't he? A little bit.
Why is he yelling?
Why is he yelling? All the time.
That's where I get it.
That's where you get it. You got that from me. That's the one. That's my claim to fame when I die is I was loud. Loud as fuck. Well, anyways, check out Ancestry. We just sucked a dick at Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Not getting paid for it. Fucking, remember to check us out on all the shit you're going to hear about in this fucking ending. Peace.
See ya.
That's a show.
It is a show.
Thanks for tuning in to Drunk of the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking from Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun.
So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.